our resource persons, Sister Najim Nisa Khan, Principal, IMAX Studying School, Washington Pet Branch, Sister Wahida Taj, Principal, Mulsafa Nursery and Primary School. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Walaikum assalam.
Today, two resource persons are going to talk on KG curriculum, kindergarten curriculum, and we have decided to have this session in the morning program for one purpose. Alhamdulillah, OMIET has been conducting the training for the kindergarten teachers as a in-service training for the teachers who are in service over very long period, more than 15 years we are conducting, and we are conducting the training program. We have conducted the trainers training program to bring up the resource person. Alhamdulillah, we have conducted more than 40 workshops. In each year, at least minimum 3 workshops we used to conduct. And these two resource persons are the key. They have played a key role in conducting the training sessions. They have traveled across the Tamil Nadu, conducting the training program in various places, the Adhrampatnam and Vaniambadi, Ampur, and all. And our now the main objective of OMIET is now to take up this program not only to the teacher who are in service. We would like to take up this program to the freshers, and we already conducted 1 kg diploma course. Now we are conducting the successfully. Alhamdulillah, Dr. Nigar has taken the lead and conducting the diploma courses for the primary teacher. Now our idea is to conduct the diploma course for this KG training also. And what we expect is all the madrasas which are providing the integrated course, alim course and academic, shall take up this online KG diploma course as an add-on course. As well, the colleges, particularly the women colleges, in SIET, the diploma in KG curriculum is offered as an add-on course. Like that, all the women's colleges can offer this online KG training as an add-on course to the students, so that when they finish either the alim course or the college degree course, they will be ready to join any school as a teacher. With this input, I invite Sister Wahida to start with her presentation.
Jazakallah khair, sir. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Is my screen visible?
Yes, visible. Not the matter.
Yes, yes.
PPT is not visible.
Yes.
Zoom screen is visible.
Yes, yes.
You select presentation. Yes, now visit. Put on slideshow.
Yes, sir. So shall I, sir?
Yes, 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 yes.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Rabbi Shali Sadri Yassirli Amri Wahlul 'Uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Today's the topic is the importance of the KG teachers training. Why we should have the KG teachers training. So now the scenario of the classrooms, that is KG classrooms. I have just put on a small slide, the few points of the classrooms, that there are some changes happening in the classes. So looking into the classroom today is significantly different. That means um, the difference between the classroom which with the trained teachers and without the untrained teachers. So children were asked to sit in and listen for lengthy hours, which is not in the development of soul. That means we feel that if children sit and listen, they are listening, they are grasping, so the process is going on. But this is not at all is in the development. You cannot assure that the process is happening, the listening is happening, the production is happening. Just because they are sitting and looking at you, the process is not happening. So children were asked to do the skill drills because they have learned. What we feel is the teachers, the untrained teachers, whatever we teach, whatever we have learned, we teach. That is the teaching. That is the input to the children. So these are the small things which we have taken in the wrong account, and we try to do in our classrooms, especially when it comes for the KG children. So and we believe that the silent class are always the best class. So children with very quiet and calm, not disturbing, not moving around, just sitting in one place from morning to going home. So if they are in at place, not troubling the teacher, not troubling other coach children, so we feel that that class is always the best class. That is not true. And we feel that all the possible learnings can happen only within the classrooms. So we put up all the charts on the board for a so-called trained teachers. We have seen the classrooms will be colorful, wall will be filled up with all the charts, beautiful charts, and wherever you see there will be only the displays of the charts, but nothing will be related to the children, and that will not be to the level of the children. For example, if you can see, as a teacher, all the charts will be to the level of the teacher's view. We have not taken an account whether the child is observing, whether the child is looking into that picture. The purpose of the displaying chart itself has lost. We create a environment that the classroom is very active, activity based class, but as far as for the children is just a colorful class or like a painted class with some charts, that the purpose itself is not there. And system like our education system fails to understand the environment where we learn, the teachers learned. So maybe 10, I mean 1 decade before, 10 years back or 20 years back, the the system in which we learned, in especially in KG, was not activity based, was just like a traditional method which we learned, conventional method. So what we have learned, we try to put up in our classes. That's the totally a wrong methodology, because the children of this age, the current age, they have totally different approach. The parents are different, the family is different, the scenario, the children, the neighborhood, everything is different, and everything is in a like advanced way. So we cannot bring out all the old methods which we learned, and we feel that is the best method in the classroom to deliver. Um, am I with you all?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So the few are the points which we generally we overlook when it comes to the KG training with the teachers training, and especially for the teachers who handle the younger children, they most of them they overlook some points. As per the observational theory, all the behavior has a meaning. It means whatever the child does in the classroom, whether it's he's troubling or he's making a messy or he's moving around, whether he's talking more, when he's questioning more. So every behavior of the child has its own meaning. We feel that only the related to the question, related to the subject, if the child speak, that is the learning. No, that is not the learning. If the child is not observing, that is also has meaning. If the child is overacting in, that also has a meaning. If the child is want to sleep, so all the behaviors which that shows in the class has a particular meaning. So this can be observed and diagnosed only by the teacher who has trained properly. So for example, I will compare this trained teacher with the uh, as doctor specialist. So for example, if a child or anyone got a hurt in a leg, so we do a small dressing in the next to, I mean, the clinic next to our house. We just do some dressing and we come back. But if it is a deep cut or hurt or hairline fracture, we cannot manage just with the person who is next to your house, that is uh, next to the clinic. We have to go to the specialist for like the doctor who can treat the bone. So that is the difference between the like a person who just can do the dressing, do the first aid, and the doctor who cures the fracture, the deep, the intense. So there is much difference. We cannot just take up that idea that this teacher can take a KG class just because he has the teacher has observed few class, the teacher has I mean teacher has run the tuition center. So these are the wrong thoughts we have taken when we select the teachers, especially for the KG children. So this is very very important that the teacher only who has undergone the kindergarten teacher especially, this is very very important. They only can understand that the nature of the child, the need of the child, the behavior of the child. And the development of the brain happens once in the first 5 years of the children. So the brain develops rapidly in the first 5 years of the children, and this time is very very crucial. And whatever we give, the input we give, the children are ready to take, they're ready to observe what we give. So that all this nature nurture of the brain development depends upon the input we give during this first 5 years of the children. So the children output depends upon the input the teacher which gives in the first 5 years. For example, if you want to give a try in the first 5 years, it's totally will have an impact of this development in the next this I mean not to say the primary level. If the child is not performing in the first in the first to fifth, that is primary level, so that means that was lacking, the skills lacking, the development was lacking in the KG level. So if only the base is very far strong, the foundation is strong in the KG level, the child is ready to perform in the higher classes. So as a teacher, we can bring that influence in the I mean, there is influence. We can influence a generation in a 5 years. So if this level, first to 5 years of the children were taken care with all the developments and all the necessary needs, this generation can make a difference in a society. If we want to change the society, we have to change the way of teaching. So the level of the children will be totally different in the society which they perform. So all these things totally depends upon the development, the skills developed in this 5 years of children. So this can be happen only with the help of the teacher who knows the children, who nurture the children with all the developments, with the holistic development. Only these teachers can bring the changes in the children. See, this is one small flow chart. So if the teacher and the student has a bonding, if the teacher is trained teacher, the teacher can move with the all the children individually. Teacher can observe children. She knows the family history. If the teacher is trained, she can know the children individually. She can diagnose what is wrong or what is good in the child. For example, if the child is not ready to come to school, there are so many reasons. If it is untrained teacher, if the teacher doesn't know about the family history, definitely the teacher will feel very that's not good. And generally we try to tag the children that that boy is lazy, that boy is not ready to come, he always does that. So we keep on add on the tags to the child. But only the teacher who knows the family history, for example the child health issue, the child parental care, the environment, so all these things are related, all the bonding related with the student and the teacher. Only the teacher is to the style level, the teacher can understand the child better with the family history. And if the student and the teacher has a good bonding, automatically the child start trusting into the teacher. So the emotionally the bonding get well with both the teacher and the student. Automatically if the emotional is balanced, emotional bondage is good with the teacher and the student, so generally the student also will get a social support from the all the side, that environment, the school, the parent and neighbor. So this social and emotional support from the parents, from the teachers, from the peer group, from the society, so this makes a child very strong and emotionally supported, and the child feel very happy and confident in facing uh, the society. So this only makes the child get ready for the academic risk. So the child is totally ready when he is balanced with the support from the social background and the emotionally strong with this emotion, peer group and the society. So the child is ready to take any risk that comes in academic. So I mean to say, so only this happens only if the teacher has a good bonding and a good nurturing in this 5 years. So this can be done only if the teacher knows the child very well. It's not like only few the known people or very favorite children we do this. No, if a teacher is a trained, she knows that from the first child to the last child in the class. So she knows the history of the child, she knows how to move with the children, she knows the level of the children, she can understand the level of understanding of the children. So the way she can uh,
Hello.
manage it
Yes,
is
yes, message பார்த்துட்டேன். ம்.
by this she can understand and she can go according to their level. So the process of learning will not be the same in the class. So the process of learning will change according to their understanding level. This can be done only if the teacher is trained well with the ECC, early childhood care and education. So this is very very important when we comes to the KG training or the KG teachers. It's not only about the finishing the curriculum or finishing the academics. It's not about it's about the development of the skills and the development of the nourishment. See, I want to
Okay,
highlight
make
on
it
few
short,
points.
sister.
Okay, so that's the
Najima.
last slide. Last slide. So when we take a teacher for the KG class, we only look for the minimum qualification what they have, and the young and dynamic, whether they know the possible rhymes or not, and if they are good at art and craft. But we never look into the things that whether they have undergone any kindergarten teachers training, and some teachers training which they normally shows that whether they finish the albums, whether they do the craft work on time. So I'm not focusing on that, but the teachers training which totally gives the support to the children in the young age. So totally this KG teacher training is very very important for the development of the skills in the younger age. By this I end my session. Thank you. Jazakallah khair.
Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Jazakallah, sister. Now over to Najma's sister. And Najma's sister, you can make it in Tamil and English. Okay.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi
Make
wabarakatuh.
it fast. You can take to 10 to 15 minutes.
Inshallah. Okay, sir. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, yes, yes.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, now with that note from Wahida, inshallah, we shall proceed with the other half of the session. Like she spoke on the importance of trained teacher. Now, in this one, we shall see how a trained teacher can make a difference in a child's life, or how she can able to transform a conventional classroom into an active and effective classroom. Okay, just let me open my screen. Is the screen can you can all able
Yes,
to see the
yes,
screen,
yes.
sir?
Yes,
Yes,
sister.
yes. So this session will mainly focus on the objectives of ECCE program. The ECCE program is nothing but the curriculum that happens in our KG classes, in our pre-KG, LKG, and UKG classes. Then it will focus on the child's developmental areas and the methodology that should be followed here. Okay, let's move on. So first, to talk about, we'll see what are the main objectives of an ECCE program. So an ECCE program should lay a strong foundation for a healthy and productive life by enabling the child to develop his or her maximum potential. And the second one is that it should be a readiness program for the primary school. So we should prepare the child to attain success in their primary level. So how to achieve these goals? To achieve these goals, the curriculum should be developmentally appropriate, activity based, and it's related to child's needs, interests, and abilities according to the age. And the second one will be, it should be an integrated curriculum where
Sister,
we,
slide
yes,
is
sir.
not moving.
Okay, sir. I'm coming to that, sir. It should be an integrated set of experience of to foster holistic growth and development in all the domains. Okay, we'll see what are these domains. When we talk about the child's developmental areas, it is mainly divided into four categories, like physical development, language development, cognitive development, and social and emotional development. It is further divided into 7 to 8 areas also. But today, with because of the time constraint, we are going to focus mainly on these four areas. So, when we talk about the different developmental areas, the child's development can be thought of in different domains. These are all intimately interrelated and mutually interact. So it is often difficult to separate them. But it is very important to do so that no domain is neglected and the curriculum can be planned to attain all the domains and achieve all-round development. Okay. Oh, yes. First, we'll see about the physical development. Physical development is about the mastery of the child's over a variety of bodily skills. It is concerned with the growth and development and control over the movements of the body. And the physical development is further divided into two categories: gross motor development and the fine motor development. The gross motor development skills refer to whole body and limb movements, the balance, and the whole body coordination. The child should be able to walk, run, jump, swing, slide, all these things confidently. Okay. You can see the children climbing the ladders, they are running, they're jumping, they're hopping. This they should do it very skillfully. Initially, the child may not be able to do so, but when we give lots of experiences in each, they will do it very confidently. Yes, you can see all these activities. You can see the jumping level is very low. So any activity that we plan for our children, it should go from simple to complex level. So initially, it should be very simple, where the children can do it very easily. They attain success. So it will give the children an encouragement and confidence to move on to the next level. The other part of the physical development is the fine motor development. Here, the fine motor skills refers to manipulative skills that the child need to use the hands, the fingers, and the coordination between the eye and the hand. So when they are given lots of experiences to use their hands, small work to hold, to pinch, to grasp, to squeeze, these fine muscles of the fingers get strengthened. It gets maturity. So later in the later stage, it will help the child to write skillfully. Then we'll move on to the language development. Here the children learn language through various experiences. Especially they start the language through imitating others. Like first the family members, they imitate. They may not understand, but they imitate. Afterwards, slowly they develop the comprehension. The they need this language development for the communication, to show their feelings, and ultimately to reason. Children learn language through an active process of listening and speaking and interacting with others. This language development involves four basic skills: listening skill, speaking, reading, and writing, where the reading and writing comes much after. But first, it starts with the listening. The more the opportunity we provide for the children to listen, automatically they speak. Here, I would like to mention a point. In schools, the main focus is the parents' expectation is the children to speak in English, whereas they don't speak in English at home, isn't it? The first language the child listens and speaks to is the mother language. Then the foreign language is been introduced, though it is in English. And when they come into school, we should make sure that the children listen lots of English first. Then automatically the speaking will be done. It will not be a tough process for the child. So how we shall provide opportunities in our classroom to improve this language skill? See, we can conduct this type of circle times where the children are given lots of opportunity to do the conversation. The children listen to the teachers, listen to other children, then they express their thought, they speak. Then storytelling sessions. It is a very effective tool to develop all the four basic skills of the language. Then identification games, where the children identifies the words by recognizing the pattern. Okay, simple words. Then we can move on to matching those words. Okay, then we can move on. Here, matching refers to the pattern identification, how the letter has been, how the letters have been placed in a word. They should need to understand the sound, the blends, the phonetics, everything. So from the words, they should go on to reading on simple sentences. So this is how slowly we can bring on the language development. And there are lots of activities that we can plan for each developmental skill. Yes. The next one is the cognitive development. Here, the cognitive development is concerned with how children think, reason, and form concepts. If you can see, there are two things divided here. The basic skill for the children to develop this cognitive is the observation, memory, classification of things. That is, they should sort, they should discriminate, they should know to grouping of things. Okay, then sequential thinking. They should know the order of things happening, especially when it comes for storytelling and all. They should know what is the thing happened first, what is that followed next, what happened at the end. That show everything has a sequence. So this type of sequential thinking activities, when planned in a class, later on it is going to help them in their mathematical skills, then problem solving and reasoning. And another part of this cognitive development is formation of the basic concepts, like the concepts of color, shape, space, temperature. All these things are listed out here. So when they have good experiences, they get the concrete sensory and motor experiences. We should provide them, okay, from which they form concepts. Both stimulation and guidance are necessary. Understanding is achieved by applying previous acquired knowledge to new experiences and situations. When we talk about giving motor experiences, it's nothing but we should give lots of experiences where the children can able to use their five senses. That's why we call five senses as the doorways for cognition. They should touch, they should feel, they should, see, they should. That is the way they understand things. If you can see the photos here that I put, see that here this activity is a tasting activity. You can see this expression of in the child's face. The child understand the concept. Maybe he is tasting a sour thing, so he can able to understand it is sour by experiencing, by tasting it. Okay. Next, there's another activity where the children are experiencing different textures. Different materials have been put, they are being made to walk on it to get an experience of the sense. So through senses, they are trying to understand the different textures. And here, the child is given clips and he is trying to put it together in a line. So this follows an order. Here, the children are given different textured materials to touch and feel and experience. Okay. And here it is a simple water play where the children have been first made to sit and observe things. Okay, later they have been made to do a paper boat and they are playing with it. The teacher don't have to tell say, see it is sinking, it is floating. First they need to experience the thing. Later we can trigger some questions where the children can able to give the answers. Whatever they understood, they will try to answer. Maybe not in a proper language, but the terminology can be taught by the teacher in later, but the experience is the first thing to be given. Is it clear, sir, so far?
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay. So I would like to quote this note from Maria Montessori: never give the mind what has not first been experienced by the hand. So that is what she told in a conventional classroom, just putting the charts and another, making it very colorful. It doesn't mean that learning is happening in the classroom. The learning is actually happening when the children are engaged. Okay, when we give lots of experiences for them to understand. So when they do that, the learning is very strong. That is why laying strong foundation means this is what it means. We need to give lots of experiences. Okay, the other part, the it's social emotional development. This is also a very important domain. I feel because only when the child is happy in a classroom, he is comfortable in a classroom. He learns. Okay, so social development and refers to learning how to get along and cooperate with others and live together harmoniously in a group. The the child gradually learns to behave according to the norms of his or her own group. So sometimes we see in a classroom some children will cry, they fight, they don't share things. So it all happens because they all come from a different group, different setup. Okay, slowly, but this will not be for the whole year. Slowly the child will change its behavior. It will start making friends, it will start sharing things, it will start to feel happy with his friends. So this happens very slowly. So we need to plan lots of activities where the children play in a group. And also, I would like to mention not to force the child to play in a group when it is not feeling comfortable. So if the initially make it as a pair, then make it a small group like three or four. Then you can bring these children, those who are not comfortable, into a big or large group. Then when we talk about the emotional development, the children show a variety array of feelings like positive and negative. They feel happy, they feel frightened, anger, jealous. Okay. So these type of emotions need to be balanced. It need to be channelized. They should know when they have to express emotion, what is the right time. So when we plan many activities, I will just show you. They will develop, and this development leads them to express emotions in a controlled way. See activities like dramatization, lots of art and art activities where the children do art and crafts and dramatization, and this type of social big group activity, a group games will help the children to get along with each other, express their feelings. In this activity particularly, it's a shopping activity, and here you can see children have been given different roles. Children are made to do the shopping on their own. Here they will express their feel. They will show the likes and dislikes. Whatever things they like, they will pick up. And other children have been given roles like billing, checking the bill, packing the items, all these things. So it is a KG classroom only. When most of us feel that these things may not be possible in a KG classroom, but definitely it is possible. The photos I'm sharing is all from your LKG and UKG classes only. So when a teacher is trained, she can definitely plan activities like this, and the classrooms are going to be really very effective, inshallah. One thing that till now what we saw is all the activities on different developmental areas. Okay, so when we talk about methodology, so methodology in a KG classroom should be play based, should be activity based. Why? We are saying play and activity. Play is not most of them feel that it is a waste of time. No, play is the language the children understand. So when we talk about display and activity base, children's ability to handle the abstract ideas, the numbers, the whatever rote learning method is not developed sufficiently at this early stage. They learn, the learning will be more effective through activities and play. When they in all these photos when you saw, the children are very active, they are happy, they are energetic, they are interested, they are involved. So this is how the learning should happen. It is not that making them sit in one place, asking them to write in a notebook or read from the board. No, everything will happen. Definitely, the children will read, they will write. It is not that they are not going to do, but it should be introduced, it should be done at proper age. So, now we'll come to the main part of the thing, the curriculum. So, how we are going to plan this curriculum? Our curriculum must be based on basic principles like when we talk about curriculum as it is given here, it is a uh, total things whatever happens in a classroom, it is a curriculum. Okay, so this in a KG classroom, this curriculum should be based on play, art, text must be limited, not much. Then based there are lots of experiences, then formal and informal interaction. Informal interaction is like the what is I show the circle time picture where the children know they express their feelings, they talk to the teacher, they talk to the friends. Then developmentally appropriate practices. Those are the activities that we plan for our classroom. So when our curriculum is going to based on these things, it is going to be a array of experience, a lot of variety of experiences we are going to provide our children to understand better, to foster the holistic development in them, inshallah. And the development in each domain can be fostered by giving each child a chance to participate. When we have this type of activities, a small group of activity or a large group activities, we are giving a chance to participate in wide variety of play-based activities. These activities allow the child to engage actively in the process, as I told you, to learn, to practice, and to master the skills at each level, to explore at the next level, to test and evaluate. You can also do assessment, you can also evaluate while the children are engaged in this type of activities. And the children develop self confidence and they get motivation to achieve the success, inshallah. So, while planning the activities for a curriculum, we should also give importance to for all the developmental needs. Like it should be age and stage appropriate, and it should be an integrated approach. So what is the result if we have an effective curriculum? Let us see what would be the result. So the outcome of this effective ECC
Make it
curriculum will
short.
be, yeah, that's also finished. It will give our children a good physical control, a strength, healthy habits. Then the child become an effective communicator. Then it will display emergent literacy skills, mathematical skills, and scientific temperament. That is how what we said. It should be a readiness program for the primary level. So children are getting all the skills here, and they will become socially adaptive, confident, and cooperative with others, and creative. Just I will finish my thing with this last note. Our focus is on trained teachers. So when we talking about the effectiveness of the program, not only the curriculum, it is also the teacher who makes a difference. So only those with the knowledge of child development and skills for handling the children can transact an activity-based, child-centered, and developmentally appropriate curriculum. So teachers should also receive ongoing guidance and supervision on the job, have opportunities to refresh and update themselves, and have access to professional forums. So inshallah, with that, I'm concluding my presentation. Jazakallah khair for the opportunity, sir. Assalamu alaikum.
Jazakallah khair.